Remember 17 years ago when they announced that Patty Jenkins was going to be doing a Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie? Yeah, and then it never happened. Well, some of you might remember that about 2 or 3 months ago, we covered a rumor that was going around. The rumor stated that the Patty Jenkins Rogue One Squadron might not be dead. And we discussed it, we talked about it, and I said at the time, Rob, I'd be all for it for them to still do it. I liked the idea when they announced it. I still like it today, but I also expressed extreme skepticism that it would actually happen. Well, now today, via our friends over at Cinema Blend, Cinematical no longer exists, but our friends over at Cinema Blend, they're saying that this Star Wars project, Rogue Squadron, not only is it still alive, but they might have changed its focus from being a Rogue Squadron movie to being a Rogue Squadron Disney Plus series. Now, continue to file this one under the rumor mill.
I love rumors.
This is under the rumor mill. But it does support that previous, which I think the one we covered a few months ago was from Daniel Rickman, who sometimes is right, sometimes is wrong. Today's comes from another one of these Twitter leakers, whatever, that is sometimes right, has gotten some things right, has also got a bunch of things wrong. A lot of times seems like they're just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. So again, plant this firmly in the tomato row of rumor, all right? But again, it kind of piggybacks on what we already heard a couple of months ago. Let's for a second assume this is true, just for the sake of the discussion, okay? Let's assume for a moment, just for fun, that this is true. I don't like the idea of it being a Disney Plus series. This sounds like a big screen spectacle. Something like Rogue Squadron should be a big screen spectacle. That being said, if they wanted to draw on some of the expanded universe Rogue Squadron stories and
the novels are great.
Yeah, well, some of them are great. Some of them were great. And some of them really were great. If they wanted to pick and choose and just take some things out of that, you could probably stretch that into a series. But again, it seems to me like Star Wars and Lucasfilm is leaning away from Disney Plus and trying to get their focus back on feature films right now. But at the end of the day, while I may prefer getting Rogue Squadron as a movie than a series, I gotta say, I'll take it whatever way they want to give it to me. If they want to make it a Disney Plus series, fine, I'll take it. So I would be down for it. Now, the second question, of course, is, do we believe it? This report supports the other report that we did 2 or 3 months ago, and I still don't believe it. I still don't think this is going to happen. So put me in the category of, I hope it happens. I'm interested in it if it happens, but I still don't believe it's actually going to happen. Anyway, Rob, you saw this report saying that, yeah, indeed, this thing's still in development, only now it might be a Disney Plus series. 2 questions. If it's true, how do you feel about it? And then second question, do you think it's true?
Well, I did read a few of the books. I mean, I like the first 5, I think. And I like the way it was done. And I think this could actually, it could lean in. I mean, I'm not saying it'd be like Andor, but it's a more serious look at military in Star Wars, which I really, and who doesn't love X-Wings? I love all the Rebel fighters, A-Wings, Y-Wings, B-Wings. Need more B-Wing, man. It's like cowbell. We always need more of it. But I think this is a great idea. It's just, again, it's heavily reliant on special effects, you know, which makes it expensive, unless they lean into the character stuff, which they will. But I think if they do this as a Disney Plus series, depending on who the showrunner is, it could be great. Will they do this? I think that I see it being prohibitively expensive and that a movie should probably be where something like this lives. But depending on the story and the script, I mean, already we've got the Mandalorian and Grogu, and he's flying around on his, well, I guess they're bringing the Razor Crest back, unless it's a period piece. And then you've got Star Wars Starfighter, which is coming out, and now this. It seems kind of leaning heavily into the Starfighter aspects of the Star Wars universe. But, I mean, who doesn't love this? I love my starship porn. I mean, you know, I see the 5-minute scene in Star Trek: The Motion Picture where Kirk's spinning around the brand new Enterprise, and I'm like, let's see that again. You know, I'm that kind of guy. So I will watch. I love my spaceship models. I love X-wings. I love Y-wings. I want to see Rebel. Look, to me, great pornography is Rebel spaceships blowing up TIE fighters. It gets me hot. And I'll watch it all. Whether you got TIE bombers, whether you got TIE interceptors, whether you got Vader's TIE fighter, or those standard TIE fighters. I love it.
You know what? I got to say, whereas, you know, my thing is this needs to be big screen spectacle. I will say this. Other than the Endor space battle in Return of the Jedi, which I contend today is still today the greatest space battle
dude. So dope.
sequence in the history.
Although
of
the
film.
Battle of Scarif is great,
It's
too.
also pretty cool. Yeah, that's really good. But I gotta say, man, on television, the Battlestar Galactica stuff was pretty jaw-dropping.
Dude, it was
and
dope.
that was TV.
Unbelievable.
And you
You're
know what's one of
absolutely
the
right.
best things about it? The fucking drums. Remember whenever these big
Like those
space
big
battles
taiko
happen?
drum.
You
Yeah,
just bum, 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 bum. It's like, oh.
So good.
And you'd see the like, oh, I still remember. Sorry, I'm going to have a geekgasm here. I still remember in one of the great, I call it the greatest episode of television ever. Second Exodus from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
As the Galactica is getting ready to sacrifice itself, there's 3 base stars of the Cylons attacking it. And, you know, you got Admiral Adama going around, it's been an honor serving with all of you. They're surely about to die. And then all of a sudden the camera kind of spans into the blackness of space. Then you hear those drums. Boom, 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 boom. And the Pegasus comes out of nowhere and it starts blasting the base stars. And you hear, Adama, damn it, Lee, what are you doing here? You're supposed to get away. And greatest episode of TV ever.
Well,
If they could do that with Rogue Squadron
Yeah.
on TV like Battlestar Galactica did, sign me up.
I've got another thing that I would love to see. Have you seen that, like, it's an animated short? This TIE Fighter anime short where it's...
Oh yeah, I saw.
Oh, that was a few years ago, right?
Yeah, a few years ago. I would watch an anime Rogue Squad, a series, an animated series done in the style of that. Because I love that. And that way you could do whatever you wanted in space.
Yeah.
Because it's drawn.
So listen, if they can do a Rogue Squadron, then this is a big ask. This is a big ask. If you could do a Rogue Squadron that's like Andor crossed with Battlestar Galactica,
Who wouldn't watch that?
I mean, who wouldn't watch that? Now, can Patty Jenkins deliver that? She's delivered some Oscar-winning stuff before.
And she can do the pilot. Then she's an
Yeah.
executive producer of the show. Do the 2-hour pilot.
Oh my God, get Tony Gilroy back. You offer him this and you say, okay, Tony, we'll want you to imagine Andor and Battlestar Galactica. Screw it, just get Ronald D. Moore.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
It's like-
just get Ronald D. Moore and say, hey man, once you're done with God of War over at Amazon,
Yeah.
come on over
Okay,
and do
but
the
not
Star
until
Wars
he's done
stuff.
with For All Mankind. Because he's already overextended with God of
was
War.
he
But
doing this? He's not doing the spinoff, right?
yeah, they're doing For All Mankind in Star City.
Him?
Is he?
Yeah.
But is he
Oh.
show running it or just?
I don't know if
executive
he's show
producing
running it, but he's
Probably producing.
working on it, and I can't wait. By the way, Apple, I want to know what's going on with For All Mankind season 5, yo. The year's almost up, and we have no news, and I know that it's done.
Okay, well that's news. I mean, you know they produced it
No news is good news
with Gary Gnu.
with Gary Gnu.
All right, guys. Question is for you. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit excited. What do you think about this? I still don't believe this is happening. I just don't think this is happening. This is all going to be for naught. But the specter of it is enough to get it moving in my pants. What do you think about this, guys? Whatever you guys
Oh,
think,
no.
jump down in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.